In another sign, the Queen's age is catching up with her. Buckingham Palace has announced that she will skip this year's royal garden parties. Live to 7 News Europe Bureau Chief Hugh Whitfield in London. Now, Hugh, she's really cutting back on those public engagements, isn't she?
Yeah, Mon, this is now the new normal where we should no longer, it seems, expect the Queen to be attending events like this. This is what we should be getting used to seeing, as we have over the last couple of years, these virtual audiences. Another one today, the Queen receiving a new British High Commissioner while at Windsor Castle, her guest at Buckingham Palace. But the 4 days of royal garden parties where the 96-year-old would be expected to be on her feet for more than an hour, talking to many of the hundreds, sometimes thousands of guests who attend these garden parties is simply too much. Of course, the Queen is 96 years old. Her Majesty isn't sick, we are told, but there are ongoing mobility issues. Essentially, she's finding it harder and harder to walk and get around. And with limited appearances in recent months, Charles is stepping in for her more often than not, and that is effectively how it's going to be moving forward.
My feeling is that we are now moving further and further towards Prince Charles if being king in all but name. I mean, he will carry out these engagements if she can't do that. And I expect that will be the situation going forward, that he will be standing in for her unless we're told she is definitely turning up.
And that's likely to be the case for another key constitutional engagement, which is next week, the state opening of the British Parliament, where ordinarily the Queen would deliver the Queen's speech. At this stage, we're going to have to expect that Charles will be doing that, and it's really going to come down to each day when these engagements are on, where she might attend, how she feels when she wakes up in the morning, whether or not she's up to it. Not unusual for a 96-year-old, but certainly uncharted territory for a monarch of 15 nations. Mon?
Isn't it fair enough, given how many of them she's been to in her lifetime? All right, thank you, Hugh.